I'm joined today by Pamela Hartvine of Truth PR, and you do a number of things, Pamela. So welcome to the show,
Thank
and
you.
yeah, let the people know about what you do with your company, and then some of the other things that you're involved in.
I'm Pamela Vines, and I own Troop Public Relations and Vines Film. And so essentially, what we do is we create compelling promotional videos and short film for business owners who want to set themselves apart from their competition. And so, a bulk of what we do is creative video. And we also create video marketing strategies for customers who want to include video in a more deliberate and consistent way to engage with their customers. So Vines Film is a new division of Troop Public Relations. We started the film division approximately 4 years ago, and that's really taken off. And that's where I found out my one of my true passions is. So I love the filmmaking aspect.
When did you know that you wanted to start your business? Take us back.
Oh, it goes way, way back. So I think I grew up watching entrepreneurialism. So my father owned his own business way since he was in his 20s, actually, and he still owns that business today. Bert's Barbershop. It's still on the corner barbershop, standing almost 60 years. And so over the years, he later went on to buy the business next door to his barbershop, which was a bar, and then he expanded to restaurants and a club. So watching him start businesses and run them, it was a seed that got planted into me early on. But it didn't take root right away because then after college, I enlisted in high school, and then after college, I went through the Reserve Officer Training Program, and I became an Army officer. And then after college, went straight into the military, and I served for 20 years. So in that 20 years, I definitely didn't have time to think about the military because I was busy with the Army. I did use some of my spare time to work on my novel, but long story short, as I got close to my military retirement, probably in about year 18, year 19 of me being in the Army, that's when I think that seed started to take root. And I began to think about other business ideas. And I didn't do any of those because I got a job offer right away. And so the money looked good to me. And I worked for the next 8 years as a defense consultant. But as I realized, here it was, time was moving on, and I had done well financially, but I still hadn't followed my personal goals and none of my personal dreams, and I hadn't even finished that novel. So in 2014, when the government contract ended, I cut that bungee cord, and took a deep dive and started my own business. So it was now or never, and I never looked back. So that's when I started Troop PR, Troop Public Relations, and I named it Troop Public Relations in homage to service members.
Describe your brand for us in 3 words. How would you describe your brand?
Oh, that's an easy one because it's our tagline: service, ideas, and action. And so each one of those words are very meaningful and important to me and to my psyche. So service, it has two components actually. Service is because yes, I'm a retired Army officer and service in the military, and it's packed with the meaning of and the values that being a service member comes with. So in the military, there are two kinds of people. Either you are attracted to that kind of service because you are a structured person to begin with, or being in the military inculcates you, and it makes you become service oriented. And so it teaches you to look out for your buddy. But either way, I love working with service members. I love most people on my team that I work with happen to be either prior military or retired military, not just Army. So I do love working with service, and service means a lot. And the other component of service is that we give our level best to our clients. So I want all of our customers to have an excellent experience, great customer service when they do work with us. So I know it's difficult, it's very stressful for people to do a video because video itself having the lights and the camera and the microphones in your face is stressful. But I want people to, we do our best to, through our process, ease all of that stress. And, it begins with putting together their concept first, and then having a script and a shot list and a storyboard. So by the time we do come out and film for a client, everyone is on board knowing exactly what's going to happen and what each frame will look like, which way they should turn. And so I do my best to give a good customer service experience when we film. So that's service. Ideas, and we want to do as much creativity with a project as we can, to go out of the box, to exemplify their brand in a way that maybe people haven't thought about, or maybe even look at it from the most simplistic way as possible. So service, ideas, and then action. We pride ourselves on doing the quickest turnaround as possible. And that is when we do film, because we have a good script, a storyboard, the editing, the post-production editing process does go more smoothly that way. And I do my best to turn around a project as quickly as possible. It doesn't take weeks. It's more within that 10 days for us to get the first rough cut to you.
Great. I know your clients really appreciate that. So
Service,
we're going to get you out of here on this one. What's the biggest lesson you've learned in your entrepreneurial journey so far?
The biggest lesson is patience. It takes a lot to commit yourself to run a business, and it does not happen overnight. So I think that's the first thing. I have seen success stories out there where people stand up a business and within 2 months, I made $80,000. And so, that's great for them. But for the bulk of us, it may not happen as quickly. And I think that if you start a business and it is your passion and you've done your research and market research, and you know in your heart that this is what you want to do, just to stay the course, because it does take promoting, and consistent performance piled on with more consistent performance to reap the benefits of having your business be established and being a business that people can trust. So it doesn't happen overnight. And I think I would be remiss if I didn't offer the second thing that's really important that I have learned is that you don't do it alone, because networking has been so integral in my business success, because I'm a member of several chambers of commerce. The Howard County Chamber of Commerce is an amazing organization. And also I'm a member of the Arlington County Chamber across the river. I'm in Maryland. And also the Business Networking International, BNI. So that's a structured referral-based networking organization. So those three entities have really been what has really made my business successful. So me being consistent, doing my part, learning, training, growing, and doing the work, but yet also counting on other people out there to help you get the word out and to support you.
Yeah, nobody does it by themselves. Great point there. So we just want to give you an opportunity to let the people know where they can find you, how they can learn more about your services or get in touch with you if they have a video need.
The best place to get in touch with me is email, and it's Pamela@TroopPR.com. And of course, my website has all of my information, and it's TroopPR.com. So website is good. I also live on Instagram, and that's my full name, @PamelaHartVines. And please follow me on Instagram, because again, that's where I live, and also LinkedIn. So Pamela Vines on LinkedIn as well.